Yesterday, I had to opt out from the Matrix. My brain was getting fried, like fried. Like, never mind, that's weird. Okay, um, when people in the spirituality, or whether they're law of attraction, conspiracy theorists, or ascension, whatever people say, that we live in the Matrix, and people say nowadays say it's a metaphor. Uh, it's not a metaphor. It's real. Dude, people say it's not real. If people are understanding how to control not just your mind, but the chemical in your brain or body, that's dangerous. That's very dangerous. Whew. But big companies, are already doing that to you. Whether it's Facebook, whether it's Instagram or Twitter or YouTube, they're already doing that. Like, you're already hooked up into the machine, so technically you're actually living in the matrix, because you're hooked up to this device. It's supposed to make life better a little bit. I guess people are using it to make their life better, but it's also killing them in a way, because you have one side where entrepreneurs are using this device to make their dream happen. Others are using it in a very detrimental way to their doom. But it helps you connect to people where you can't reach. I mean, the dude, he lived in the ocean, and he sent a text message from the ocean, and he beamed it into my phone, and that was Aquaman. I mean, also Superman, right? I talked to Superman, and he beamed his message, but he was in the Phantom Zone, right? And he was far away from the galaxy. And something, the U.S. or whatever, whoever made this powerful device, and they throw it into the black hole. And that black hole, they go into another universe, and something got this device, and he text messaged the whatever, and they got it. But then the being or whatever, he go into the device, and he go tap into this light thing, and he sent himself to your phone, and he popped out. Let's talk about this. When we talk about Matrix, we talk about what is actually the Matrix. If you ever watch Matrix Neo and Morpheus, they talk about how that the world that we live in is being controlled. Whether that's through workplace or the school place. Um, they're controlling your mind and the way you think. And so the dream world, right? Let's say the machine in the Matrix world, people are hooked up to this machine, and they live in this dream world, and that they have to obey the system. They can't get out of the system. If they get out of the system, things happen. Technically, that look like breaking the law, right? So the world that we live in is rigged against you. People are trying to get your attention at any given time, whether they're marketing through YouTube ads, Google ads, whatever, or Facebook ads, Instagram ads, Twitter ads. Well, I haven't seen. Well, actually, they still have Twitter ads. I still seen them. They're trying to get your attention, because if you control people's attention, you control how people pay you. Because they're whenever you're getting your message out there, you're controlling people's attention. So that's what Facebook trying to get you. Facebook, Twitter, on Instagram or YouTube. In the book Hooked, basically this company tried to start, because I don't remember this, right? I don't remember any of this at all happening. When I was in boarding school, okay, before I went to boarding school, right? And I was at home, and I remember very vividly and clearly that I guess it was like I had a computer, not a laptop, but a computer, and my best friend, and then I remember my brother was beside me, and then they showed me how to do Facebook. So I made my first Facebook back in 2000, 8 or 9, and then I went to boarding school. But I barely used Facebook. I don't even know if I didn't care about likes. I remember I said whatever. It's just a message. Whatever this thing is, I barely go on it. I really don't understand it. I was like, cool. They have this weird thing, and so you're like, I'll be off and on about on Facebook. I don't really care for much. Like people get pissed, right? So here's the thing that people don't do, right? Earl Nightingale, he said people are waiting for people to message each other. Like if you meet your neighbor, and you want him to say something, but he doesn't say anything, and in your neighborhood, you want to he want you to say something, but he's waiting for you to say something, but you're at the standstill, and I was like, no. Earl Nightingale said you should go up to the person and say something like, hi, how are you doing? And that's create something instead of each other waiting. That's what happened on people on Facebook. My friends always complain to me all the time. It's like, oh, they don't message me as often. Well, no shit. You don't message them back, so why they should message you? You're waiting for them to message, and they're waiting for you to message. Why don't you take your lazy ass and message them? That's it. But we make it complicated, so complicated that we can't make it simple. But oftentimes we make it too complicated. So this thing, right? If you control people chemical, you control their attention. How I know this? Well, I remember back then I tweeted out that I noticed something, right? It's the same thing as the book Hooked, where I talk about how the notification, the bell, when you're anticipating people comments, likes, or whatever to like your pictures, photos, or videos or something, you get a good feeling chemical. I know there's other chemical like oxytocins and all the other shit, but I wanted to focus on this. That if they control that, they're building a loop habit. So every time you anticipate, that's a reward system and make you feel good, and bam, you want more, more, more. So I was because there's a couple of things when I was watching Korean drama and Agent of Shield, right? First time in Agent of Shield, they have a beautiful girl, right? Beautiful girl, and she's like the main character. And then she was in the second season and the third. Why is that? Let's say if Agent of Shield is targeting men or guys, right? And they're only there for the main character and she's beautiful. Oh yeah, they're gonna try to watch the whole way. Cause I was like, oh shit, man, she's so beautiful, right? But I know what it's doing is marketing. That's a very genius way of marketing, where you get a girl, a hot girl, and you market to the guys because Agent of Shield is guys. A lot of guys, mostly mainly guys, but girl would watch it too. But actually, girl would say that girl is hot too, so it's okay, right? But if they control that, you'll watch. Just like Korean drama. For me, I watch Korean drama for hot. This sound wrong. For hot guys. I'm not gay, but I like to watch hot guys. Okay, that's kind of what. That's kind of weird. But these Korean guys are CEO, right? And the only reason why I watch it because it had romance. I love romantic movies, romance, because it's kind of awesome. But they have because basically beauty, any novelty is dopamine, make you feel good. So if you see a hot guy or a beautiful girl or a hot chick, that's dopamine rush right there. That's picking. That's control. Like if the hot guys or hot girl, they're controlling your attention. They're controlling your um, chemical in your brain, right? And like their whole their marketing. They all they have to do is just let their beauty market themselves, while other people have to find ways to market themselves. Shit. so so this world that we live in is controlling your brain. And if we're not careful, it's going to control how you utilize your brain to achieve either your dreams or the company dream or someone else's dream, right? And we're only here for we're going to be dead. And might as well have a good trip. Might as well control what's in your head. And the way out of this rigged game that we live in is to control your frequency. When people are controlling your vibration, your frequency, that is what you attract, right? That's what they say. But if you want to live a life of your own making, you must control the level of what's going into your brain and ears, and which is controlling your level of frequencies, right? Because when they control your attention, they control your frequency. That's why when people say whatever you focus on, expand, whatever you pay attention, your energy goes, whatever that shit is. So when you control your attention, when you focus, your life goes that direction. The world that we live in, the school system and the companies, right? Robert Kiyosaki says that your whole life, you were built for one thing only, to plug into the system, get born out, and go to school so you can work for the rich, right? The rich built the system so you can, it was in the industrial age where if they can control your labor, your physical labor, right? Your physical body is their assets, and they're taking your vital energy, so they can work for other things more important than the things that they don't need to care about. I remember back in the day, um, I was working at a restaurant, Japanese restaurant, and it was cool though. I was surrounded by all the Asians. That was cool. I was like, yo, this is the first time this is the first time where, because they have the Korean chef, they have the Korean head chef, and then they have all the Korean, they got the Chinese, they got the Indonesians, they got every type of chef. Well, it's Korean and Indonesian. It was fun. Why am I getting this? I forgot why I go to this thing. I have no idea. Oh, you're right. I remember. I remember. There was this Korean. Everybody. I forgot his name, but he was the CEO. And my manager's like, hey, he's rich. I said, oh shit, he's rich. I think his name was John. He's a Korean, right? So but my manager's like, oh, he probably won't answer you. I was like, man, he won't answer me, man. Man, just because he's a CEO doesn't make him goddamn important, man. Everybody's just like everybody else. Just like celebrities, right? but the thing is, they made him like important as hell because he was rich. Oh shit. But he was nice though. He was nice. He was the nicest CEO Korean guy ever. But in the Korean show drama, they make beautiful people, whether the girl and the guy, where the CEO fall in love with the it's usually in the Korean show, it's like this, right? It's usually the CEO, the Korean CEO, who's hot as hell. He had to work, basically he's working for his dad company, and then this poor girl, at first they hate each other, but they fall in love with each other, like, because they spent time with each other. But it's funny. I would watch for him, and I would watch for her, right? So they, but I also watch it for the romance. So how do we get out of the system? Pay attention to how often do you use it, because most people are using the phone as to escape life. That's why they say that how to escape the matrix, right? You can't really escape the matrix. What you can do is to create something so you can escape. That's why they call it the rat race, because people are stuck in the rat race. Because the rat race is you're clocking in, clocking out. That's the rat race. The rat race is you're working. Like, here's the thing that I don't get, right? If you're working your whole life and you're gonna work till you die, so you can pay the bills, to survive and stuff like that, that's the rat race, right? Why don't you create something beautiful too, right? Create a dream, something so you can be proud of at the end of your life. Say, wow, I did this. I can't believe that I made my dream come true because I did this. Even though I didn't know how to do it, even though I was afraid to do it, even though I couldn't see it clearly. But at least I did it. And you get to tell that to your um, grandchildren, your grandkids, right? And that's the beautiful moment. So you have to take hold of your brain and take that and become the CEO of your life. That's right. Become the CEO of your life is controlling your destiny. When you are CEO of your life, you control your destiny. And you get to control what you pay attention to. So you increase the level of vibration to attract the things that you need to attract to get where you want to go. It won't be easy. Who the hell say it was easy? Shit. Anybody telling you who's easy or whatever, they don't know what they're talking about. But what you can do, if you're in the Matrix, play it better than anyone. Well, not better than anyone. Just play it better than the one that's controlling you. So, but I like that metaphor. Maybe not. The system. So what are you gonna do, Neo? What are you gonna do? Get stuck in the Matrix and let it control you, or do you control yourself and you control the whole Matrix? Nah, that wouldn't go that far. Okay, that's it. I guess today I just want to talk about the Matrix because now the Matrix is in our phone. It's how we use it. Mental health is real. Mental health is real. It's crazy. All right, I'll see you. Neil, wait. Where you going, Neil? Come back here, Neil.